So this evening we are going to be, while David's eye is malfunctioning, we're going to be doing the Four Corners sample set. The Four Corners sample set is named after Highland, Lowland, Speyside and Islay. These are 4 key regions that derive certain single malts that are all blended together to make Johnnie Walker Blue. Now there are many different ingredients and there are other different Johnnie Walkers that also are obviously all blended anyway. But take for example, Johnnie Walker Green has Talisker in it and Cragganmore, is it?
Yes.
Right, it has other distilleries in it. Johnnie Walker Blue doesn't. So whereas there are 4 key regions in this, they're not the same for like islands, and I don't believe Diageo own any Campbelltown ingredients at all. So there's only 3 or 4 distilleries anyway. I don't believe they have any.
No, I don't think they do.
I think Springbank, Long Row, and Glen Scotia. I don't know if there's a 4th. Those 3 I know. But regardless, every year Diageo put out a special limited edition series called the Four Corners, and within that Four Corners you have a Highland. Typically, the Highland every year is Clonelish. The Islay is normally a Cardew. The Lowland, not Cardew, Kalila.
Kalila.
Yeah,
well,
Islay
has
is
been
Kalila.
Cardew before. They have
Cardew is usually
so,
what's used for Speyside. But this year, no. They've gone with 2 different. The Lowland is typically a Glenkinchie. And yeah, so the Speyside changes quite often. The Highland, though, is almost set in stone, to be honest. And I had been tempted to get one of these 4 corners, but then I realised realistically you need all 4 because it's just pointless otherwise. It's called the Four Corners. Which one do you have? I have one of them.
I have a corner.
Yeah, I have a corner. I have a corn. Great.
Yes,
so you don't have a
worry,
complete set.
a pick for the bar is now going in.
Yes, we have got some photos and tasting notes and stuff for the ones we had today, which I didn't realise. First of all, the Lowland, I have a full bottle of this because I like Glenkinchie. I don't have a full-size bottle because for some odd reason I never bother to replace it. It just vanishes and I end up with 20 CL bottles over and over again.
Dog has taken over the corner of the chair. I guess I'm taking forward.
I mean, I can put her on my lap.
She's no real trouble. Hey, Plumpy.
Thank you. Anyway, yes, so because this is based as an homage to that of Johnnie Walker Blue, we're going to be going through the 4 samples. 4 samples.
Plumpy wants to sniff it.
She bloody well doesn't. She'll actually lick it. Don't kill the dog. Please don't kill it. We're going to start with Ben Rins, which, interestingly enough, this is not normally put into the 4 corner set, but this one's interesting because in January, as a treat to David, I bought him a bottle of this. In fact, we tried this on an episode of Not Worth the Cork. It was the January treat stream, which was, I think, the 4th episode this year. Yeah, because my voice was blown out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just around the time of that gig and I could barely talk. And I was like, David, you have to do all the talking. I then did all the talking because David didn't know how to.
I did some of it.
You did a slight increase to what you usually do, but it wasn't enough for a 3-hour stream unless you wanted at least 2 hours of dead air. But yes, Ben Rins is first and I got David a bottle of this and it's not a bad whiskey. It's all right. It's not underwhelming. Notice the dead air there when you're not talking.
Yes, because I'm focusing on trying to...
you really are a man. You can't multitask, can you?
Copy. Well, I went to the wrong place. I'm trying to find the photo.
You went to go to that dark place to RKO somebody.
Yeah.
It's interesting because Dave actually has a photo of this, of his Ben Rins. It's probably on our Instagram as well, on Not Worth the Cork Insta.
Could be.
But unfortunately, David is not capable of finding.
There it has posted. We have
I'm glad you have. I'm glad you have.
In the bar.
Are you proud of yourself for finally getting it?
Maybe.
So happy.
So yes, so I own this, and actually it's one I tried quite some time ago. It was in a taste set, and I really liked it. It's one I've had on like a wish list for a long time on Master of Malt. So yeah, when it came to January, it was one I was looking at getting. Other things happened. How I bought a bottle of Valkalila, how that happened.
It's a miss.
But yes, that appeared. So I didn't get it. Very kindly bought that treat bottle of memory.
Congratulations.
It's part of a broader series as well. Although it's part of the Four Corners set, it's also part of Flora and Fauna.
Is Linkwood a part of that?
Yeah, there is a Linkwood one. A few others, I can't remember what they all are.
Oh, Auchrois. It's probably not even. It's probably pronounced Bob.
But yeah, so there's that broader series which is designed around the use of different flora and fauna from various areas of Scotland to make different flavours. Yeah. So they're designed to be a little bit more floral, or herbally is probably the wrong wording, but of the foliage.
Of the foliage. All right. For those who are interested, I'm going to put the tasting notes in the chat. They're not the most comprehensive. And to be honest, I don't expect, you don't really get much from it. It's not a bad whiskey again. It's nice Speyside. So you know it's going to be sweet. You know it's going to be nice. An easy drinker. Although this is their entry level. This is their standard, 15 years old.
Yeah.
That's small distillery mentality.
Yeah.
because you're not making whiskey for the masses. You're making whiskey for,
Yeah.
And the bottle isn't that expensive either for a 15. It sits around 50.
Yeah, it was like 55. It's not a
I think I
pricey.
got a little bit of a discount because of what I spent.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's a good solid whiskey price without being overkill, given that you're old and part
Yeah.
of, well, 2 series.
Well, okay, there's a lot going. The nose there was a lot stronger than I expected. Caught me a little there. It smells lovely. It does. It says on the nose, it says slightly doughy, toffee chip biscuits, and floral. Now, floral is, yes, toffee, yes. I wouldn't have thought toffee chip biscuit.
No.
Although I do have some biscuits in there that are caramel, so maybe it's like that.
We could try.
And I'm not going to dip a biscuit in this.
No, it's the
wrong
wrong sort of glass for dipping.
It's the wrong sort of whiskey.
Yeah, we have nosing glasses tonight for the purpose of this.
Or as Dave likes to call them, the impossible glass.
Yeah, unnosing glasses or non-nosing glasses for Dave.
Whereas Meg's like, yes, fully submerged.
He has, yes, fully submerged the nose in the glass. Dave has.
I mean, you can get a fair chunk of your nose, but
I can get my nose in, but my nose is pressed to the base of the glass. So I can't
you have
sniff.
to like push your nose in. That's not ideal, is it?
There is no intake from
It
the
smells
nose.
lovely. Should we have a little sip?
Yes.
Cheers. Goes down very well. Oh, excuse me. Okay, say that and then I have dry cough. Yeah, nice and sweet.
Yeah.
It says here, a whiff of peat. You do that little the mouth thing, the dry mouth thing, just so you can try and find it in the vapor. If it is there, it is a whiff. But
very small whiff.
When I think peat's not for everyone, apocalyptic. That's totally fine. You'll find with Johnnie Walkers, a lot of their higher end ones, what they deem higher end, are peated, but they're not heavily.
No, it's actually.
Okay,
it's starting to develop like 5 minutes after drinking.
I would say the finish is accurate, slightly drying.
Yeah,
I am a little parched. It's still really nice.
It's not a huge amount of flavour though.
No, there isn't really much in the whiskey though, to be fair. It's not overly complicated. It's a very rounded and very nice drinking whiskey. This is not a sipping, but for a 15-year-old, I'd expect it to be a sipper.
I mean, it does sip all right. It's but it's not a bad sipper.
When I pull a bottle out, that's not the one I want to show off.
No.
People see the old label on that and they're like, do you get out of a pirate boat?
That's probably going to be the thing with probably 3 of the 4 of these that are based on the label, the bottle design. That's probably the only one that's different. The next
You might want to say what you just pointed at.
The next one we're going to be having is the Lowland, the Glenkinchie. Now, when you see all the pictures of the bottles, you'll see what I mean. That one is a bit different. The rest all kind of have a similar kind of theme.
Well, they do.
Design and labeling.
But the Kalila is a dark bottle.
True.
Traditional for a Isla is that, well, most Islas that they're dark bottle. Kilchoman is one that like goes, no, we want to be clear because we're losers.
Had Lagavulin once where I drank out of a dirty ashtray.
Oh, and the Arden Ho.
I mean, yeah, I can kind of.
I mean, I've got a couple of Lagavulins. None of them the normal one.
No, I have the normal one and none of the other ones.
You have both the normal ones.
True, actually, yes.
I have everything but the normal.
So between us, we have a good range of Lagavulin.
Well, we do want to do a Lagavulin live stream, not with the Cork. Maybe do it this year, no? That'd be a laugh.
Lagavulin live.
8, 9, 11, 16, and the 12 Diageo special release tequila cask, 20 CL. Can't afford a full size one. But yes, we can do that.
A good range of ages on that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'd have to make sure on the next day.
Yes, that'll be something. But yeah, no, this is a lovely drinking, I think. I do think, though, if this is what it takes for them to get a good drinking whiskey, even though I think you can, but if it takes 15 years for it to be this good or this quality, not a good.
No.
Sorry, but I'd probably just go Jameson's just to say, because I know everyone will know what it is and drink it.
Yeah.
And we nearly finished that bottle.
True.
Haven't done that in a while.
It'd be interesting to have a look into the distillery actually, and see if they do older ones and what ones they do, because they must produce some other things, because they don't sell a huge amount of the 50.
Well, I like Edgedour. Edgedour does 10. They do it like they do some limited cask distilleries for shops. Like they do 1 barrel and they'll sell them. But they also do a cream liqueur. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I saw that and thought, I could do a Scottish version of the spiffing shot, the Irish car bomb. I can call it Hadrian's Wall Disappointment.
Or you could deep fry it and have it battered.
No. I can call it the Sycamore Gap. The shot.
If it involves bowls with Gretna Green.
Well, yeah, you could do that, but that'd be ruining a whiskey shot, wouldn't it?
True.
Got to be Scottish whiskey, Scottish stout, and Scottish cream. Edgedour covers that.
Yeah.
Just got to find a Scottish stout. You know that there's one thing you do need to do with this because you own a bottle of it.
Yeah.
15 seconds, Fish. Where's your watch?
Up there.
Oh, it's too much effort. It's too far away.
I've not actually been using it.
I noticed because you've not done anything, you dosser. For those who don't know, David is now going to partake in the 15-second rule, where what you do, you have the whiskey in your mouth for 1 second for every year of maturation. His is 15 years old, therefore he's got to do 15 seconds in his gob before he swallows like a good little girl. Now, I will, of course, talk the entire time. We're counting down, don't worry. And hopefully, David will enjoy it. If he doesn't, then obviously we're disappointed. But it can't be as bad as the Downwell Portwood. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Nice. Oh, you get a whole freaking vibration and music alert on your phone for that.
Yeah.
That's a bit excess.
So there's a bit more heat when you leave it. It does build up a little bit
I
more.
find that often happens. With the
It's a
longer
little bit
ones.
chalky.
Really?
It has made my. I know Yempi said it earlier about powdery, but actually,
That dry
it's
quality. Really
just
comes
round
through.
the front of the mouth. It's just got a little bit of a. We've all eaten chalk. We all know what we're talking. Okay, but it's kind of that. Okay, think dry toothpastey kind of.
I'm thinking rusk biscuit or something, or like a rice cake.
Yeah, but there is that little bit of kind of powdery residue you get from something. It's just there at the front of the mouth. It's interesting, but it's.
Are we talking cocaine quality? What?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Oh,
But it's.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I can't get any peat from that. There's a little bit of fruitiness, a little bit of nuttiness.
It's a very simple whiskey. It's not a complicated one. This Flora and Fauna series. Don't tell me Glen Keith. I did 2 versions. One was floral and one was sweet.
I will have a
You
very
have to
quick
look,
Google.
David. If anyone has any questions about Ben Rins 15, do ask. We did. Oh, sorry. I almost lifted the whole thing.
You did.
I almost did. I will be on my phone. Let's have a look.
Yes, Link would do
Had
that.
a Lagavulin once. It's
So-
not, so my dad doesn't like peat or smoked whiskies, and that's totally fine. There are many varieties. I had this conversation with David's father when I last saw him at a birthday party, and he said, "What do you think of all these cask finishes?" And I said that I think it's great because it gets more people interested, like yourself, for example, because you don't like what a standard whiskey would be. Standard whiskey back when it was first invented was peat and smoke, and then that the Highlands adopted a slightly different method. The Speyside region, which is also technically a Highland, they went sweeter. This led to Glenmorangie eventually creating the sherry cask finish and the port cask finish. They pioneered those.
Okay, there are ones in this series.
Oh, brilliant. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute if that's okay. But yeah, no, I thought it was great because people like David's father, for example, does drink whiskey now. Granted, he likes Arbelauer 12 or 10, one of those two, and I just think he's wrong because Arbelauer 12 is bland as feck and 10 sucks ass. And they're, that whiskey appeals more to the French market than anything else, hence the name Arbelauer. It's spelt away on purpose. Why did I hear a beep? Was that
You
you?
heard a bit? No, that was Smasher Kool-Aid.
Oh, Smasher. Thank you for the donation on Twitch earlier. I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. We're currently sampling Ben Rins 15. Thank you. Yes, I like that these new cask finishes, the wine ones and the other spirits, rum cask especially. Now we've got tequila cask, all the different types of sherry cask, which we're going to do we've got a stream planned. We're going to call it a sherry bomb stream of some kind, where we're going to have a whiskey from every different type of sherry that we have in our possession, except for one, because I don't want to do too many Glenmorangie. No, but we've worked it out and we have a few really good options. Would have to be Arbelauer. That's fair. I got a bottle of the Cascanar, which is it was got Christmas 2 years ago, wasn't it? For me, nearly 2 years now.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Before, yeah.
Never opened. I just never got around to it. I had a bottle of the 12 of the Twitch stream whiskey, and it's perfectly fine. I just, I liked Bunnahabhain 12, which is an Isla, non-peated, very heavily sherried. It's probably it's arguably the best sherry finish next to the world's best Scotch, the English.
Yeah, I had the 10. That was a hangover from university days, and I went off that.
I bought a bottle of that for my housemate because he loved it. That was when he joined us for a drink. And he brought it down and he had a couple glasses and then he started off back upstairs to play World of Warcraft with his girlfriend in the same room. Like, you losers. When he stayed up till 3, 4 in the morning with the rest of us drinking heavily, it was a great time. The only time I get to do that now is when you and me and my dad are together.
Yeah.
I need to get friend of the family over.
Yeah.
But he's too busy being a grown-up.
Well, he hasn't even responded to my message I sent him yesterday.
He doesn't respond to anyone. Anyway, oh well, are we going to send this?
I have a small amount I might be able to send.
I'll send it.
You have a bit more sendable.
Well,
Down the hatch.
it's really sweet on the shot. Very sweet on the shot. And very nice. By the way, for those who are joining us, we're both on lapel mics in my lounge. We're linked to the laptop in the other room. Do let us know how we sound. If we're better than, if we sound good or not. Because we do need to know so we can find a way to calibrate if we need to.
Yeah.
We've literally just clipped 2 microphones to our chests. In David's case, it's sunk into his chest, so it might not be as good. I sound good. I'm glad to.
I thought a hollow cavity was good for sound.
Yeah, it's not good for sound if you want to make it a clear cut sound down. You don't want to hear the echo. You think that's good, but it's not. You get that? Right, on to the next one.
Looking at Plumpy looking really sadly at you.
I'm a sound engineer. Oh, I'm glad. We're actually just sat in a very large room in my cabin. So this is a roughly 4 meter by 3.5 meter room. I've had the stream mic, the Yeti, in here before when we stream and it echoes a little. We can't use my Shure mic because it's only really good for one person. And I don't want to move the entire sound set, so I got lapel mics in case I go to his and we do streams from there. And I thought a lapel mic would be better. And these are brand new, and we didn't really know what to Americanize as the measurements. Oh, sorry, meters. Okay, millimeters. Let's go with that if you want. I don't mind.
So I've just posted bottle number 2 picture in the bar.
I would say that picture doesn't do it justice because I've got it and it's a lot darker.
Yeah,
it's
see it.
Well, it's the grey box, but it's a lot darker. The whiskey is.
I don't know if I hit a good cork pop on these mics.
It's a screw top. What are you doing? He's trolling you. I like he's saying what he's doing, but he doesn't actually tell you, so I have to tell you. You dickhead. You got to tell him.
With your agua?
I finished, yeah. Well,
agua.
obviously, I sink the agua. It's all
True.
good. Yeah.
You do like your.
I do. But hopefully, when we do more of these, we'll be using these.
Well, it gives us the possibility of travelling about.
Well, the thing here is also, if this sounds good now, then we might get away with doing it in your apartment.
Yeah.
Your big and pointlessly unhomely, very, very cold.
I'm also thinking about your dad.
Yes, we'll need a third mic for that.
Yeah, but at least we know the principle's working.
Although, to be honest, he's loud, so you might just come through one of
I
our...
was going to say, probably would.
Yeah, it'd probably be feedback loop here. Both it would be an echo because you'll hear it twice on us. Anyway, so next on the list is, what is it called, David?
It is the Glenkinchie Distillers Edition 2021, distilled in 2000. Is yawning? That's number 2.
Which makes it a 12-year-old whiskey, which is standard for Glenkinchie. Glenkinchie's standard whiskey is 12. I've had a few, the 20cl bottles. I've never had a full-size bottle of the standard. It never lasts that long.
No, you've had a couple of.
Oh yeah, I just don't have any more because I'm a Billy No Mates of Glenkinchie.
Glenkinchie is one of the last year's very soon
Diageo
special releases. It was a 27-year-old.
It was the oldest they've ever done. Diageo special.
Sold out and was very expensive.
I found a couple now. But not many. It sells for about £350.
Bad.
It's slightly more expensive than a few of the bottles I have, and nowhere near as expensive as one of yours.
But actually, I think given that I've seen it up to 700 in some places when it was
still
about a month or two after release now in stock.
Well, that was the same with a few of the. I think what they did, I think they released it in batches.
Yeah.
I think they released some later, and then when the interest died down, they were able to get a few on the market without anyone noticing. But to be honest, that's the one where if you wanted to complete the set, you really have to pull your thumb out to get that one.
Yeah.
Because you've got a few of them. You got the Mortlach, Rose Isle,
Mortlach and the Rose Isle and the single.
Yeah,
I've got several of the Rose Isle.
You could, well, yes, but you could get a few of the others. You could have. It's just the ones that would have hurt would have been the Mortlach and the Glencairn.
Yeah.
The others are all reasonably priced.
Yeah, the Bulin and Talisker aren't too badly priced.
Well, Talisker, the Clonelish, and the Oban would have been the
Oban's the cheapest.
Yeah, and thankfully you don't have to worry about oak because it tastes like crap.
Yeah, this is true.
Anyway, have you ever had Glenkinchie before?
I want to say yes, because I think I have had a bit of one of your sample or your 20cl bottles.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have, but I've never owned a bottle.
Yeah, you don't really have any Lowland beyond Hay Clubman. That's a single grain.
No, I don't.
Only Auchentoshan.
Yeah, other than the Auchentoshan.
Yeah, you have the American Oak. Do you have the 3-wood?
Yeah, I've got American Oak and 3-wood.
Yeah, 3-wood. That's on sale. They got their white wine version, but I'm like, actually, considering their standard 12's kind of, I don't really want it. Yeah. 3-wood, though, yes. Very nice, very nice. But yes, Glenkinchie's whiskies.
3-wood, yes. Yes, Yampi.
What? I think he's saying kimchi. Honestly, I get you. Thankfully, it's Kin, so kin-chi. We might be pronouncing it wrong, though, to be fair.
I mean, it's possible.
So this is also an Amontillado cask finish. Amontillado is a type of sherry cask. I've yet to encounter a dud in the Amontillado cask finishes. All have been quite delightful. Similar with Pedro Jimenez, that seems to be quite good as well for a cask. Oloroso's kind of meh. Yeah, it's kind of bland.
There's a lot of it about now, though, isn't it?
I think it's because of that. It's bland.
I think when we first came across like the Livet, the Oloroso, we were like, ooh. But I think it's become a lot more common now to have the Oloroso sherry rather than just being.
It's just so much. I don't know where that shit is. I never see Oloroso in the shops.
No.
I see Harvey's, which is Samara.
I mean, some of them must be, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really do sherry. I mean, Dad's got a couple of bottles.
You say that, and we spanked a bottle of the Englishes.
Yeah, but that was a bit different. It was English and it was ginger.
Well, we've got a standard one there. That's got a bit of whiskey in as well, but it's still standard.
Yeah.
It's the standard version of Pedro Jimenez. Anyway, shall we have a little sniff?
I think we should sniff it. That reminds me of the Night on Earth.
I'm not getting the biscuity, but I'm getting something else. Something really rich. I can't tell what that is. It's really nice, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to say nutty, but that sounds a bit cliche for a... Could be. I'm going to put, for those who are interested, the tasting notes in the VC. I'll try to avoid reading them just yet. But yeah, it's got
a very nice smell.
Fruitcakey sort of nuttiness to it as well. Okay, so I'll open the image and we'll have a little look. On the nose, creamy praline, floral honey, buttered sourdough, and whispers of distant herbs. I got the palate on my nose.
Okay. Have they got the tasting notes wrong? We'll find out.
Well, we'll find out. Should we have a look?
Let's have a taste, and we will see how it goes down.
See, I think it's the other way around. I think the nose is the palate, and the palate is the nose.
Interesting.
Because I think the floral honey is more present on the palate.
Yeah.
And the pecan, the roasted almonds, are more on the nose.
Yeah.
And the creamy praline is also on the palate.
It's very, very smooth.
That's a kimchi. The fruity, the nuttiness is the sherry car. That's where a lot of the nutty flavors come from. The sweetness comes from the whiskey itself. And kind of typical lowland whiskies, as we know, are insanely sweet. We know this from like the Johnnie Walker, but there's only 6 of those samples left now.
Oh,
someone bought one. I'm really pissed off.
I've got one in my basket. I haven't bought it. I've got one in my
I
basket.
bet it was you now that did that.
I haven't bought it.
No, that's the thing. Because if I put it in my basket, then it's taken one off. If it's in your basket.
Maybe.
Fair enough. I'll try and buy when I get paid. Anyway, barracks.
Whispers of distant herbs.
Herbs
and spices.
Do you like the herb? Are we allowed to do these voices?
Don't know. It's Discord, it's fine.
It's going on YouTube.
That might be more of a problem.
Yeah, it might. Well, it depends. Are you going to make another inappropriate age joke?
I haven't made one yet.
You've done it before. Got demonetized 3 times. I'm going to carry on.
Yeah, I'm proud of that record.
So it says on the the bar? Here we are. It says on the palate, candied pecans, roasted almonds, grassy barley, followed by zesty notes of orange-infused brandy butter. No, I don't.
Yeah, that's more the nose.
Yeah. The finish, nutty granola, baked walnut arrive, while fresh peach, toasted marzipan, and sweet oak linger. And the oak linger is what I'm getting. It's that warmth at the back, isn't it? But yeah, no, I think you've got the nose and the palate the wrong way around. Although that, to be fair, it might just be that we're balked and our tongue is actually our nose. Maybe we're doing this wrong. Should we drink it up our nostrils?
It's possible.
I'm not doing it. That's what I'm paying for. I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah, no, I would agree, because the way it is in the mouth is a lot closer to the way it's described on the nose, and vice versa. You're vile, Yempi.
Uncultured swine. You get paid? No.
Only if you donate.
Not for doing this. This is more us doing it as a little bit of a hobby thing. This is a hobby thing, so that's not a paid. Although someone did call us a paid shill when we did Not Worth Cork Glenmorangie Take Two, Part 2, Folie d'Or, Electric Boogaloo, what we called it.
Yeah.
They got really angry with me in the comments and saying we were clearly sponsored by like Master Malt or something.
We were just like, bitch, you wish. Well, we wish.
Well, they did send me that sample. That's like 75 quid.
True.
So I could be argued to be a shill now, because they give me a £75 highly collectible 23-year-old sample.
Perhaps we should message them about that and be like, yo, we got sent this.
You got a bottle spare?
was this some form of sponsorship deal? Were we supposed to plug this on stream?
Oh, toasted marzipan sounds... Yeah, I can agree with that, actually, because marzipan shouldn't be toasted. It needs to be wrapped around one thing.
It depends how you define toasted, because your definition of toasted is very different to other people's definition of toasted.
In the context of marzipan, I don't think there's a version of it that's correct, though. I think marzipan's only good around a Battenberg and shouldn't be anywhere else, because, honestly, why bother? Oh, no, maybe a Christmas cake. The ones with icing on? They're marzipan, don't they?
Yes, they do.
We have one of those still from like 3 years ago, unopened. It might be okay.
It's Christmas cake. If my mum made it, it'll be fine.
Oh, no, it's a packaged one.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll open it this year and find out.
Because the ones mum she makes and takes out of the freezer like 5 years later, and they're still all right.
Oh, we didn't put it in the freezer. We left it in the fridge.
Oh, that'd be fine. It's a fruitcake. It'll be fine.
It's been there. It was on top of the fridge originally.
it's raisins and sultanas and stuff. They've already technically died, so it's all good.
Rude, Dave. That's understandable. He was being a bit cruel.
Sorry, MP. I'll look you later.
So this is 12 seconds. 12 seconds. I own the bottle, so I'm going to do 12. So I'll pull up the... you do realize this means you have to talk for 12 seconds without me helping, yeah? Okay.
Oh, no.
Go.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So we are in the mouth. 12 seconds will hopefully be able to go over very quickly. But have you done all of that? I think he's actually put all of it in his mouth at once, so he's sent it at the same time. That is your time up.
It's really nice. Really, really nice.
Good.
I'm glad I got a bottle of that. It's getting open. It's delicious. Very, very nice. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. There's a bit of heat, obviously, on the tongue, but that happens every time. But no, that's delicious. I really think it is.
It's because we just let it sit there, so it just builds up, doesn't it, in one place?
It built up all over my tongue because I had a Dave sip essentially. No, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. I highly recommend if anyone can get it, buy it. Although to be honest, it's not the easiest to get hold of these days.
I was going to say, it's out of stock on Master Malt, wasn't it?
Heat on the tongue, yes, and giggity. All the heat on the tongue, giggity. Yeah, no, that's quite nice. This gets to go in my notebook. Ben Rins is already in there. Glenkinchie is not, this one anyway. Clynelish is not in there, and Kalila 12 is. So I get to put 2 entries in this book tonight. Oh, tomorrow, but I know. At some point this month, those will be going in there. That'll be good. Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. Got to work out which Japanese whiskies are going in there as well.
Yeah.
We haven't decided what ones we're doing exactly yet.
Well, we're doing less than the number of photos we have. That's all we can confirm at the moment.
This bed can hold us both, right? He's thinking about it. That's weird.
I want to say yes, based on its weight limit.
Weight limit?
I think it's 145 kilos.
Okay, we can't both.
Okay, well.
Sorry, bud. You're too fat. Dear, oh dear. Anyway.
There's a double sleeping bag, though, so we'll both fit.
Why have I been tagged?
Blame Yempi.
Oh, right. No, the owner has missing the VC stuck at work.
F
for the owner, indeed. Okay.
Has there been lots of people posting in the docking bay?
There was a few, yeah. If anyone does have any questions about this Glenkinchie, do ask. We will happily answer. We're more than happy to talk about any whisk sample today. Well, this is a fun little experience for us. There are a couple here David owns. He owns 2 of them, actually. I only own 1, and there's one that's a complete swerve that neither of us have ever tried. Yet every year, Diageo release a special version of it, which is the next one, actually, which you haven't got. But every year they release a special version of it, and we know nothing about it.
Including probably how to pronounce it properly, knowing our luck.
Knowing our luck, yes. But don't worry, YouTube exists for a reason. Let's
find out.
We'll find out, yes. We will look into that. And
yeah, the special edition ones are interesting because some of them have been a staple. Lagavulin, Talisk has been there. Klein.
Cool.
Sweet.
Not Clynelish, Kleinleash.
Excellent.
That makes sense because Klein is a word, but it's spelled differently because Scotland.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scotland.
Is it deep fried? Is that the problem?
I don't see any batter on it. I could be wrong, though. You finished?
I have.
Oh, good. Let's get on with it then, shall we? Move on to the next one. Next one on the list is Kleinleash 14, after we've gotten our Agua, once David successfully acquires the Agua.
Try not to excessively disturb the plumpy.
Oh, I understand you. You are trying your darndest to keep my plump safe.
She's laying on one of my legs, so I try not.
Well, if I'd known,
she seems happy.
I meant onto my lap. Here.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so next on the agenda is an unknown. We've done it in this order for a reason, by the way, because Kalila is a very strong flavour, I think. It makes sense to leave it to the end because of how strong the flavour... Well, not the end, but the penultimate, because we're going to have a glass of Johnnie Walker Blue off, because that's actually the 5th sample, but I've got a bottle, and I'm like, well, what's the point having a sample when we can have a bottle?
Yeah.
And of course, it's Johnnie Walker Blue, so we get to enjoy it.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Because we do like a bit of blue.
We do. Well, not that we ever drink much of it, though. Are you sharing images that way? Oh, that's different. I would have just dropped them in. Yeah. Okay. So Kleinleash has one of the most boring bottles as a standard.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Anok. It's kind of boring.
Yeah. As you will see, similar in design to the Ben Rins.
Yeah, it's similar, yeah. Very long neck. It comes with a tube, though, at least. So some modicum of protection.
Yes. Yeah, the Ben Rins was open box, shall we say.
It was boxless.
Or deboxed.
I'll put the tasting notes in there as well. There's not much going on from what I saw. Oh, yeah, I finished my water. I sent that the moment you poured it. It was like Johnnie Walker Black all over it.
Once you go Agua, you never...
Once you go black, you never... What? Okay, so have you even had a sniff of Kleinleash before?
No.
Okay, David's texting the girl. So I'm going to sniff this. Okay.
Let us embark on nasal journey.
Cheers. Very fruity. Very, very fruity. Strong fruit.
Oh,
I want to see if I'm right, though.
Berry.
So it says here, if the image... Oh, the image is loading.
This is quite fruity.
This is still loading the... How ass is my internet right now?
I'm taking all your bandwidth on your Wi-Fi.
Maybe. I'm just going to turn my Wi-Fi off.
It's a very, very heavy fruitcake smell. It's very nice.
Loading. I'm having genuine issues here. What the heck? No, don't. Because I want to get done my end.
No, trying to see. So what, are you trying to put the taste?
Yeah.
They're there.
They're not showing up on my end. That's why my internet's not working.
They are there, though.
I'm glad they are, but it doesn't show as having done it on my... So that means my phone's no longer going to show me the chat, does it? That's the point. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, see, it's not done.
That's very bizarre.
Close the app.
Can those of you in the chat see the taste? Because I can see them in the bar.
I'm glad I had to just close the app. I want to try these. You should do like a book club, but for whiskey. We have a couple books. 1001 Whiskies to Try Before You Die.
We should probably update it at some point because
probably
we
should
must have had some more.
Probably should. Sorry, I fixed the app now. I exited.
We all go get a bottle and have a taste or 5 together. That, I mean, to be honest, that's not necessarily the worst idea in it. But
Well,
obviously, picking a bottle that is affordable and available everywhere is
So-
going to be the problem.
We discovered behind my bar, I've got 2 limited edition versions of Jameson's standard whiskey. So the goal this week was to spank one of the bottles. It'll be done by tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, the bottle will be turned into a light though, because it's a collectible bottle. So I'll just turn it into a bottle light and put it behind the bar, because obvious.
Or light behind the bar.
But also, it's been a while since he and I've actually gone and found a bottle and annihilate. We don't generally do that these days.
But I mean, yeah, the problem we have is it depends where you all are, because we know from our American friends that some things are just not available over there.
God, yeah, you guys.
You
get
have something
hamstrung.
that we don't have, or you have ridiculous prices on things that we have, which would be unfair to make you buy.
Although they don't on other things like Terramania, $20 in some.
True, yeah.
Yeah, over here it's £50.
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? No.
But, I mean,
But then Maker's Mark, they do weird sized bottles as well.
yeah,
They
75 CL
No.
or 70
they
as
do,
well.
no. In where Wildling work, they do 375 ml and they consider that their big bottle. And I'm like, hang on a second, hold up, that's half a bottle. Where's the rest of it?
Yeah,
You sausage. Don't cheap out. That was the top shelf, by the way.
yeah.
Anyway, no, the tasting notes say here: zesty mandarin, tangerine, smoky.
Okay, that's not.
I couldn't smell Stanley Ipkiss. No, I got a lot of fruit. Did you ever sip?
I get more berries.
Cheers. Very oaky. Not as fruity on the palate.
I was going to say, where's the fruit gone?
Yeah, it vanished. It says here, quite light, great
Yeah.
clarity, orange, soft acidity, dry oak, mixed fruits, vanilla, leather.
I was just going to lick my casting pair.
I was about to say, I'm looking around for leather to lick.
Hat.
My chair in the other room.
Or is that pleather?
Leather?
Yeah,
Fuck is
plastic
pleather?
leather. Meg is currently looking for leather to lick. He's kind of reading the label of a hat.
I don't know.
Yeah, it has to be the chair then.
I'm not licking the chair to find out. Don't lick my chair. The finish, quite long, bitter sweetness developing spicy oak. I don't think the finish is that long.
No, the oak, I think the main thing I'm getting is the oakiness.
This reminds me of the Englishes at the distillery tour. The standard tasted better, but the nose on the 11 was superior.
Yeah,
The nose on this is where it's at. This is a nosing drink.
yeah, it's very different on the nose to on the palate, isn't it?
We've had a few whiskies like that.
Massively.
Yeah, we've had a few like that have been really disappointing, where the nose is like, ooh, puts in mouth. Wait, what? Insert obligatory penis joke here. There are ways, if you know peeps, that is true. If you know peeps to make these kind of things happen, drinking events, of course, you're quite right there, Apocalypse.
We would, let's put this, we would be up for it. We would be happy to do something like it. It's the biggest issue is going to be everyone else being able to join, but we'd be more than happy to sit and host something like
If you
that.
send it right down the middle of the tongue, there's more fruit. Right down the centre of the tongue, though, only. Yeah.
Like a tang at the back of the throat.
Yeah, there's more there, but you have to find it. I'm going to pick up all your mouth noises on the microphone, and I'm going to have to try and explain.
That's fine.
That's not you doing weird ASMR noises. No. That's you going, oh, I'm trying to find the taste.
Yeah.
So let me do wet chop noises of...
Something for Leona.
That's you.
Yeah. Well, we've got to keep Leona in pain somehow.
I didn't know you guys were tasting whiskey right now. Indeed. We're not tasting it. We're just sniffing the glasses and licking the rim because we're excited.
Yeah.
14 seconds, your turn.
Ugh.
That's it. Don't disturb my dog.
She's moved slightly. It's okay. She's less disturbable.
Neither of us own this bottle, but David wasn't quick enough, so he has to do 40. Great thing is he has to do 12 seconds on the next one.
I do. That's all right. That means we can make Meg do an inordinate amount of time on the Johnnie Walker Blue. It could be up to 50-year-old whiskey in there.
It could be older. You never know. You never know. 14 seconds in your mouth. Hope you enjoy. It seems to be more of a... it's definitely not a drinking whiskey, or I don't think it's much of a sipper either. It sort of lacks in the whelm in that regard. It's not underwhelming, though. It's just, I don't quite understand why this one is such a big deal, because it's more on the nose, which means that this is definitely used for the nose part of the whiskey. It doesn't really help complement the flavours, so the other flavours must come mostly from the other whiskey. What do you think of the 14 seconds?
So you get a little bit more of the citric acidity. It does kind of give a bit of a tang in the mouth. I'm not sure it's necessarily any nicer for doing so. So that's kind of a little bit now overpowering in my mouth against anything else.
Right.
It does negate some of the oakiness, but there's not very much of the fruit.
No? Oh, hi, Bri. Oh, sorry, not Bri. Abby, sorry.
Not too much heat.
Hope you are, Abby. Hope you're having a good day today.
That is Bri, but Abby 2.0.
Oh, my mistake. I didn't realise you had your name changed.
Yeah, that's Abby 2.0.
Why is it Abby?
I can't remember.
Okay.
There was some...
I said Bri because I saw the logo, and then I was...
Yeah.
Okay, well, my apologies, Abby 2.0, apparently. I hope you're enjoying your coffee break. We are on our third of 5. The best so far, I think, is the Glenkinchie. Benrin's was fine.
Yeah.
I think they're both better than this, to be honest. It's all right. I don't quite understand the fuss. It's mostly the nose.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I know it's only 3%, but I'm not really picking up that it's any stronger. It's
Wait, this one's stronger?
This is 46 against 40. Everything else is 43. This is 46.
Ish. My Bunnahavens are 46 and they taste more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but nah.
He was abusing wildly. That's fine.
Oh, right. That would make sense. Abaddon. Right. That weird monotone autist that likes to give me shit. All right. and get really uncomfortable whenever you see with me. Okay. I'm going to send this because I want to move on to either. Send it. It's a good shot, though.
That's probably the best way to drink that, I think.
Yeah. That's not good, though, for the price either. If I'm buying a shooting whiskey, I'm just going to buy Johnnie Walker Black.
I was going to say, yeah.
I'm not going to buy this for the fruitiness. What do you want? A fruity shot? What you want is some Clynelish.
Yeah.
Not Clynelish, Clynelish. We got the pronunciation.
Fruity shot. Oh, yes. The apple, what's its face? Apple, proper 12. There you go.
Sliced apple, yeah.
That's
on my wish list, we're going to e-bag that one. Not bad. Can't complain. It's still good whiskey, but only as a shot. The Benrin's is a drinker. The Glenkinchie is a sipper.
Yeah. But it's good because you're getting the different elements.
Well, we're getting different types of whiskey.
That's how you drink it. And we know that Johnnie Walker Blue works pretty much for everything.
Although it does feel wrong. For one.
So it's almost like it works for everything because the component whiskies each work for something.
Okay. Shall we move on to the penultimate, which is the 4th ingredient, the Isla?
Yeah. Sorry,
All right.
I was just
So David owns a bottle.
Adwa.
David does own a bottle of this. And I intentionally said we should have this last because it's an Isla. Islas are known for stronger flavors. We do not need that in our life. We don't need the hassle of getting it wrong and end up, causing us a mischief, as it were. Okay. You're glugging. I'm going to go over to the bar and I'll put a picture of it. It is the Kalila 12, which is a standard ingredient like the Clynelish 14. I'll even put the
notation.
Go. There's a bit more nose on this one. I can see already from distance. There's 3 lines of nose.
I may have just hit the mic accidentally.
Okay. Sorry about that if you got a thudding noise, guys. Do let us know if you did.
Oh. We're just changing the power settings. I would say we're going to the backup. We're actually going from the backup to the main rig. Also, if at this point as well, if one or both of us pop out on the audio, please let us know because we don't actually know the exact battery life of the lapel mics. So if we disappear, please tell us so we can plug them in. We have a power bank ready, but yeah, we won't necessarily know if we've lost audio. So please tell us.
Yes, please do. Back to Kalila 12. Why did you buy it? Oh, sorry, you under pressure now.
Oh Lord, please do.
No, deliver us from evil.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us to whiskey.
That's not temptation, is it?
I had many years ago a Kalila Moscatel 1997 something or other sample in a sample set, and it was lovely. And I couldn't really ever find that bottle, but eventually I buying a bottle of the Kalila 12, so it's kind of I wanted it for a while, but I'm buying that one a lot later as a sample I'd had. But there was a big gap between the sample and the bottle acquiring.
Right.
But it was a very nice whiskey, so I wanted a bottle of Kalila because it's part of Johnnie Walker Blue and I think green.
Yeah, it is in green, isn't it? Yeah, because it's up there with Taliska's in there as well. We know that because the 15 is the more peated whiskey.
My mic is clicking and cutting out. There's every possibility that is just me. My nasaliness might be doing that.
It could be because where he sat, the mic isn't as under his chin like mine is, because he doesn't. Again, that's the consequence of having a concave chest and no hoodie on.
I'm leaning back as well, so it might be that when I'm leaning back, it's angled in, so it's not picking up as well. I don't know.
For the sake of it, this is a learning curve for both of us.
Yeah,
we'll know when we do this in the future. He'll wear a fucking hoodie.
And if I bring a hoodie, you have to remind me to bring a hoodie,
or at least put a pillowcase, wrap it on your chest or something. I don't know. Put a cushion on your chest and clip it to the cushion. I don't know. As long as we're still audible, that's all that matters for this one. We will seek to improve in the future. We know, for example, not to wear sports clothing underneath it. This time of year, it's not advantageous for him anyway to wear clothing like that in the first place. But we'll work on it. Anyway, he normally sounds a bit muted, muffled, but there is definitely some mechanical interference. But you're good. It might be a distance thing because he did just alter the angle for a second.
Unless it's because I was talking while you were playing with the power on the laptop, and the laptop did dip out for a second, didn't it?
It could also be because when you're talking, my mic is still facing one way with my head. You're turning your head.
True, I'm talking towards you, aren't I? Yeah.
You are talking to me, yes.
Hi, Plump.
If you're a thudding, that's my dog being a dickhead.
Come on.
She won't jump it.
Come on.
Come on, you got to lift her up yourself. She'll sandbag you for a second.
There you go. Up with your dear plumpy.
Go, boy. Good go.
And I have a plumpy back support.
Yes, you do. Right. Shall we have a little snifter?
Oh, well, let's
Cheers. Yeah, I left this to last for a reason.
Yeah.
I
Even
was
if you did think it was the Cardu.
Instantaneously.
Oh, there we go. She's decided
There
she
we
wants
are.
you now.
Hello, Pwomp Pwomp Pwomp. Who's your girl, Pwomp 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 Pwomp?
We have had nearly an hour of her sat next to me,
Pwomp Pwomp Pwomp.
pretty much ignoring Meg, other than just looking at him from time to time with sad doe
she wants to be next to me, don't you? You go Pwomp Pwomp Pwomp.
He was mean to her earlier.
Was I?
He stopped her scratching herself.
Come here. Come on.
Need more plumpy breaks.
There we go. There you go, Pwomp Pwomp Pwomp. There you go. Sugar Pwomp Pwomp Pwomp. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, Pwomp Pwomp Pwomp. Yeah, you are. Who's your go? Who's your go? Yeah, you are. That better? Yeah. Can I at least smell my whiskey? Move a bit further over so you can get a good lay down. There you go. There you go. Sorry, David, I'm on your side. I know there's a line in the cushion. You like your space, but you can go and sit on a fence post. Right. So on the tasting...
One of your nieces was doing that yesterday.
Sitting on a fence post?
Yeah, ginger one.
Okay.
She kept deciding to sit on the...
So shall we have a little sniff again? Right. On the tasting notes, it says fresh, herbal, rubbed peppermint leaves, stemmy, damp grass, smoky, oily, cigar leaves, smoked ham, hickory, lemon peels at the harbour. The last one just sounds like a poem. What's this poem called? Well,
lemon peels at the harbour.
Yeah, the poem goes as follows: fresh, herbal, rubbed peppermint leaves, stemmy, damped grass, oily,
Is
smoky,
it a haiku?
cigar leaves. It might be a haiku. It could be close to a soliloquy. Carry on. Smoked ham, hickory, lemon peels at the harbour. I like that. That's good.
Some of that I get, yes. Obviously smoky. The leaf, maybe.
I just smell peat smoke. That's all I'm getting. There are people who actually are aficionados and they get really stuck into peated whiskies and smoky whiskies. I'm sat there like, I love the smell, but it's mine.
No.
Was this sweet smoke? I can smell the difference.
What was this? Was like in the 20s for ppm?
Yeah, it's not the highest.
It's not high, is it?
It's not high.
So ppm is how they rate the peat element of
parts
whiskey.
per million.
Phenol parts per million.
Yeah, it's ppm.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as a Lafroig, but Lafroig is the quintessential peat smoke.
Yeah.
That's more peat. We agree. Lagavulin 16 essentially rules the Isla, but Lafroig is stronger on them.
Which is weird because actually, didn't we look at this and my quarter cask is only like 26 ppm?
45.
I swear it was lower than we thought.
I think the 10 was lower.
I swear one that was lower than we expected.
I think we expected it might be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure the quarter cask was stronger.
Thank you for joining briefly, Bri. As I said earlier, this will be is being recorded. It will be posted to YouTube in due course. Do it again with more enthusiasm. What, fuss plumpy or?
I was giving Pwomp 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 all the fuss. She's asleep now. She's happy. She's where she needs to be, next to her master.
Yeah.
Should we have a sip?
We should insert the whiskey into the correct channel.
I'm so glad you said the whiskey. I ain't doing an enema.
I mean, we could insert the biscuit, but you'll have to be in there.
So, that is a savoury flavour.
I would like to say umami, but none of us know what that is.
Not a clue. So the flavour is definitely, So it says here, good body, oily tar, elegant smoke,
taste like road.
Hints of boiled sweets. Yeah, I've licked a freshly done road. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. I gave up
the level of bitumen, tarmac.
I gave up on Windows because it just wasn't enough flavour. Long peppery finish with spicy warmth and smoke. So I get more of a peated sort of palate.
Yeah.
Not too present, but it's very coarse. It's not as refined, but it's a nice peated flavour for what it is.
Yeah.
Because this is their standard with.
Yes.
Every year they do others as well. Diageo own a bunch, distillers.
Yeah, they do.
But they still have that cheap ass bottle.
And they do some element of different finishes, like the Moscatel one.
The Moscatel's a weird one because we could have had that with the English.
Yeah.
And it took us ages to find a whiskey with Moscatel sherry finish. It was an English one, actually, a Yorkshire one, Philly Bay.
Yes.
Which we're saving for a sherry bomb
sample,
stream.
which is on the bar.
Yes, I saw it next to the Grenache sherry. No, that's a sherry. That's a sherry.
Terry Shamner?
Terry Shamner, yeah. A Shamner Voulet,
Terry Shamner, yeah.
Terry Shask.
The Sherry Tamner.
Yeah, sherry task. A Terry Shask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, David. A Terry Shamner. That sounds like a name. We just doxed a bottle of whiskey. Oh my God. What are they called? Mr. Terry Shamner. Where are they from? Speyside. Sainsbury's. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
In the vicinity of Miss Chanan Lebon.
Muriel. Miriam?
Muriel.
It's always Miriam or Muriel. I can never remember which one, but I know one of them was a trans model trying to entrap a bloke. The other one is Chandler Bing's middle name.
Muriel Bing.
There you go, not Miriam.
No.
There's something about Miriam. If you remember that show, guys. entrapment. Anyway, so it's your bottle. You owe 12 seconds.
It is my bottle.
Yeah, it's your bottle. Yeah.
Well, in this context, it's obviously your sample, but yes, in the context of ownership.
Pedantic.
Why was the Glenfiddich 14? The rest were 15 and 12 and 14 and 12.
To be fair, all of them are a bit of an odd number. I think 12s would have been better for all of them because Benrin's, if that's what it takes to get that to be that flavour at 15, they need to work out how to make it better for a 12. Although, based on it being a smaller distillery, I don't expect with the flavour and swallow. Smoke.
Yeah, smoke fills the room.
It looks all right. It looks all right.
But no, that's it. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke on it.
There is.
On the palate.
Yeah.
It's nice though. It's not quite Ilse Bay sweet smoke, but it's a sweeter smoke.
It's not like the sweet peat of Johnnie Walker either.
No, it's not like medicinal heavy.
If you send that and it avoids everything but the back of your tongue, no smoke at all, just sweet.
I'm probably not going to manage to do that with this glass, so I'm not going to try. But
yeah, I probably can't do it again, to be fair. But when I did it, it just skipped over the majority of the tongue and only touched the back. And it's just a sweet whiskey. I thought it was quite nice, actually. Oh, should we send this and get to the Mac Daddy of them all? Because we do actually need to get to it without going too long.
We do like some blue.
Cheers. Heron shot as well. It's so. What annoys us is when we done Isla stream, we discovered all of them were banging shots. But it felt wrong to do it in Lagavulin 16.
Yeah.
Sorry, I fumbled that. Lagavulin 16, yet it was really good. But we wanted to drink it in honour of the person who my bar is named after.
A fictional character.
He's not fictional in our hearts.
In our hearts and minds.
Lord John Marbury, Earl of Croy, Baroness of Bricey,
Marquess of Needham and Dolby.
And the ambassador to these...
former viceroy to Port of St. James in India.
Now the ambassador to these United States.
Yeah. Jason Rees-Mogg?
Jacob
Rees, or something Rees-Mogg.
Jacob Rees-Mogg.
Jacob Rees. There's that? No, the name of the actor.
Roger Rees.
Roger.
Oh, I got what you meant. That mistake. Yeah. Rest in peace, of course, Roger Rees. I will be getting a picture of him.
He's Roger Rees something, isn't he?
He's Roger Rees. That's it.
No, I'm sure something.
Well, the actor name is just that. He might have a full name though.
It's
We'll. I was going to put a picture of this actor behind my bar at some point, but I haven't got round.
He shall feature prominently when we do the Lagavulin.
Yeah, we're going to have to. We may
have to create a special intro using the audio from West Wing. Roger Rees. I generally thought it was something else.
I thought it was something else. I could get you. Married to someone called Rick Ellis. Fair enough. He was.
Gerald! I'm Leo McGarry. Oh, I thought you were the butler.
It's also the name of David's seatbelt cover, dispenser.
Yes. Yours is Jeeves.
Yes, because I went with Ask Jeeves. I didn't want to be a dickhead to Leo McGarry. So, the final whiskey of this is Johnnie Walker Blue. This is the one that all these whiskies mix together to make. I was half tempted to take all 4 of the samples and mix them and see how close I could have gotten to Johnnie Walker Blue.
Now, if you'd have got 2 tasting sets, that would have been what we should have done.
Oh, science demands it. To be fair, all of them are accessible. I'd be tempted to get Glenkinchie 12, a Cardew 12.
I mean, I have the Kalida 12 and the Benrin.
Just buy a bunch of samples.
Well, you've only got to buy those 2, haven't you?
Glenellish and a Glenkinchie.
Because I can bring those 2.
To be fair, I've got that bottle.
True, actually, yeah, but do you want to open it?
No, well, I'd get the 12, a sample of the 12,
yeah.
Buy a bottle of the 12. I would happily... yeah, okay, so we'll carry on. We've
just decided on another science project. Don't mind us.
Science demands it. We'll have to work it out for ourselves. Anyway, the bottle you see in the bar is the final one. It's my bottle of the Johnnie Walker Blue. It's an icon bottle, so it's one I intend to refill whenever it's empty. Collectible bottle. And I'm quite fond of it. David and I both own a bottle of blue. Mine's the only one open, though, because he has a litre of it. Don't worry, though. When he and his father pass away, I get it. It's okay.
Yeah,
I will drink it at that point.
Me and my father, because that's one of the very few ones he's requested he has.
To be fair, though,
he's kind of acknowledged that you're getting the rest of the whiskey, but he said he's having that one.
However, if he goes before you, I get it anyway.
I mean, not to be harsh, but given the age difference, one would hope he would go before me, given he's 40-odd years older than me.
Yes, Mr. Miracle Child. That is true. Ross Geller. Doxed. But in the context of this bottle is quite special. We opened it on the day of the Queen's funeral.
Yes, we did.
We've had a couple glasses. You can see a few glasses have gone.
It's been used for special occasions.
A quarter of it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the one we're going to finish with.
You hear a little dingling. It has a little charm on the top as well.
Yeah, it has a little dingly thing with rope and a metal bit on the end. Yeah. I think like one of those American ties with the string. Yeah, that. It's a lovely bottle, part of the Icon series. I have the Johnnie Walker Gold and Black with that similar bottle design. Just the red to complete, but it's a pointless series, to be honest, so I just don't bother. But but it's really nice, dark blue
Mm.
and limited to however many
Love
numbers.
the bottle.
The glass is blue as well. It's very heavy bottomed.
Yeah.
We do like a heavy bottom, bigger the better. We like a bottle with a bit of cake on it.
Yeah. We like a glass with a bit of cake on it as well, because we discovered by the ones that we had the other night that didn't have. As a quick sidebar, we were drinking the Jamesons the other night, and we were using 2 glasses from Meg's room. They look, when you just look at them, they look like they've got a base that's about 1 centimetre thick.
Oh no!
The problem is, when you pour whiskey into them, they don't.
No.
So we poured what we thought was a double, and it was probably a quadruple, because when we got most of the way through it, we were like,
no.
Why are we not getting through this? Why is it still not going down? We're like, oh shit! There's no base on this glass.
We were sat there like last night as well, and even though he poured what
we compensated for it last night,
but it still was wrong, and it was still too much, and we were like, well, I got to send this because I need to go to bed. Okay. Because the point is, if I have 2 bottles of the same Jamesons, I can't in good conscience have both behind the bar. Because I want to put a bottle of proper 12 behind them. Well, one of the Jamesons has to go. Simple as that.
You need this bis.
I do. And we'll have a look in Tesco on Saturday and see if they have any. I might grab them off the standard.
I have it in my Tesco, so I imagine I'll have it. We go
probably, yeah. Anyway, shall we open this up and have ourselves a Dave pour? Oh. Hiya. Oh, very nice. If you heard the cork go then, that was great.
We definitely de-agued, yeah.
Yes. Actually, did you put water in them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun then. Making you say you did pour water,
yes.
You're fine.
Are we Dave pouring it?
Yeah, it's the last whiskey, of course we are. You pour until we're done, then we carry on. Yeah. So I know it's a Dave pour because Dave has this weird knack. A really weird knack. He's slightly more. Dave has a really weird gift where he can pour a damn near perfect double every single time. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. He has a real talent for it. Whereas I can pour a near perfect single, he can pour a perfect double. My dad can pour until he can't taste any of the other drink he's put into his mixer.
Yeah, your dad can pour until it's full after he's put the lemonade in.
Yes, he'll pour over a double every fucking time without a jigger, and then he'll get annoyed because he's put too much whiskey in.
Hi Meg's dad, if you're listening on playback on YouTube.
I'll link it to on one. My reprobate son's done it again. I'll get him. He'll say that, and my message will be, I got another bottle of that sherry, and he'll be like, I'll be there when David's there next. We'll spank the fuck out of that. Sorry, I can't sound like my father. I wish I could. When we went to B&Q the other day at Spray Foam, I tried so badly, and to mimic his voice, I can't do it. I can drop the T's and some of the vowels. You know, when people talk, they use less of the words. You know.
Yeah.
They reduce words down, like water becomes water. That, yeah. Beyond that, I can't do it. It's just not in my nature. Anyway, so I'm going to put a picture in the bar, for those who are interested, of the tasting notes for this one. It's the same tasting notes for Johnnie Walker Blue, to be honest. And you'll notice these are comprehensive tasting. This is actually a tasting.
Yeah, this is a small essay.
And it does state, as an overall, one of the ultimate premium blends. It's not one of it is the ultimate premium blend. Now, it could be argued, because I've got a few, when we did Japan on Saturday, all of mine are blends, including my ultimate, my king, my coup de grace, and it has to be on the stream.
Yeah.
But then I don't want to sacrifice the standard because the standard's really good. So Dave and I have got to work this out tomorrow or Saturday.
We have majority blend, but we do have a couple of malt.
Yeah, you have.
Which we have here.
But
which Japan, we can include.
Yeah, Japan are renowned for making premium blends. That's what they call them, and they're really good.
Yeah.
But we're going to try and work out which ones will feature.
Yeah, and obviously there are a couple that won't. There are a couple we've taken photos of that won't feature.
Yeah.
Some because they're multiples of the same distillery. Some because they're becking expensive and we ain't opening those bottles.
I mean, I'm not opening my second or third bottle of Nika 12. No.
No.
Anyway,
didn't bring the Hibiki 12, so all the 17.
Did you bring Harmony?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, I've got Harmony and I've got the Yamazaki and the Hakushu distillers.
They're all like bizarre.
Yeah, I didn't bring the Yamazaki 12. That's the whiskey of the year one. Bought for 45 quid. Currently worth about 150 quid, if not more.
I know a lot of people that mock crap out of blend because a lot of the standard whiskies you get in pubs are blend. Of course they are, or triple distilled, which is the Irish thing, right? Thing is, Johnnie Walker Blue.
I breathe this.
You're Breatharian. David R. Breatharian. David has moved over to Dr. David Breatharian. Okay. But this is where Like Johnnie Walker, I've always thought Johnnie Walker Gold Centenary was better. It's smoother, but this is their coup de grace. This is their number one, the magnum opus of their creation. Because this is a creation. This is based on flavor profile, one that they have to create through multiple ingredients,
and they're not afraid to stick whatever in it to make that happen. So if they have to put a 60 or 70-year-old whiskey in to make it work, they do.
Although, as we now know, it's pointless after 50. Although there are a couple 50s I know that plus that exist, like Singleton to 54.
Wasn't there like an 80-something released the other day?
Colin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Livet did a 70, didn't they? It was a teardrop bottle, remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a photo of it still. It's completely pointless. You're not, at that point, you are buying a collection piece of it.
It's basically what's left in the barrel at that point, isn't it? Like if it gets a bottle full.
Well, actually, so every year Glenfiddich make X number of 30s, 40s and 50s. As you go up, the number diminishes by a full 0. Whereas you get like I think 1500 30s, you get 150 50s. Or was it 40?
Doesn't matter. Like 15 50s.
Yeah, probably. But still, you're losing a 0.
This is because of the angel's share and the amount of the barrel that disappears over time.
Well, they're in Scotland, so they're losing even less.
Yeah, imagine the English doing that. Imagine Taiwan or whatever doing Cavalan trying to do a
Paul John. India. Paul John are Indian distillery. The hotter the climate, the quicker the alcohol in the barrel evaporates.
Yeah.
So they don't do age statement whiskey. But if Paul John did, they'd be some of the best whiskies in the world, but also the hardest to get hold of.
Yeah, because their 3-ish-year-old whiskies are the equivalent of about a 12-year-old standard whiskey.
And they're really strong.
Yeah.
Like they stand at
because
46.
Because they sit in the cask for so little time, comparatively they're far stronger.
Nice.
I think it's Indri. I was reading an article about Indian whiskies coming to prevalence. No, Indri apparently. I put one on my wish list, but
I've seen
they're apparently one of the big producers. They're very highly rated, and Indian whiskey is becoming the new Japanese whiskey.
I kind of get it, but I will admit, I'm sorry, but I love the name Amrut, although that's not very highly rated. Indri both sound really Indian.
Yeah.
And then I get customer service. Hello, my name is Paul.
Hello, this is Dave from AT&T Customer Support.
My name is Paul John. I may help you today. I'm calling you from Crawley. That's like, I'm sorry if the accents do you or anything, but there is a truth to this with customer service where it's clearly outsourced. I have no issue with that in the slightest.
That's better than
Paul John is the most colonised name you could have gone with. That's where.
John Smith would have been worse, but
that's already taken by extra smooth, isn't it? That's extra smooth. That's already taken. Paul John is the other way. It's the other one.
That's like
wasn't Paul John a pope? Was that
John Paul? But my customer support at work is like that. They're in South Africa or something, but they'll say, "Hello, this is Ian from the customer service team," and it's like, "You're not Ian. I know you're not called Ian. I know you're in Scottish. I know you're somewhere outside Johannesburg."
Ian's a Scottish name. Stop it. I don't. By the way, we're not trying to be dickheads, but generally, Paul John is probably my favourite one just because of the name. Although to be honest, both of us have one, a Christmas one.
Yes, we do.
And I would like to open mine at Christmas at least. But last year we were too busy drinking mead and snowballs.
To be fair, the problem we have had every year so far is I haven't been here long enough to really make doing a decent drink worth it.
We could probably do something this year, but I don't mean like a stream. We could do a stream for difficulty, or we could just have.
But I think this year I'm here long enough to have a drink.
But last year
because normally I have to go home Boxing Day.
Last year we obviously had the Ramstein rum with my dad, which was lovely.
We had was it the Bullet Valentine mead?
Bullet's my Valentine Christmas mead,
which was really nice.
Yeah, that was lovely. And I had some snowballs, had some hot chocolates made by Meg, because they're made to Meg's standard of alcohol content.
There's when we were talking earlier about the Dave pour and the Meg, there is a Meg pour for whiskey in a glass. There is also a Meg pour for whiskey or other alcohol going into a hot chocolate. Those two measures are entirely different.
Yeah, but so's the mug size. The mug size.
They do scale exponentially with the mug size.
It's more of a fluid ounce thing. So I like to think that I have I've performed many a scientific experiment to perfect the art of the hot chocolate, and I've discovered that yes. Alcohol does in fact go well in a hot chocolate if done correctly.
If not done with 100% Equatorian Hotel Chocolat dark chocolate.
Hey, that works too. I'm not grating chocolate again. That's fucking horrible, man.
No, that was a good sign.
Anyway, do you want to tell everyone what you think of this whiskey? Have a sip. Cheers. I can take us back to the house, watch The Big Bang Theory, and chill out. Very smooth. Yeah, don't do that. I'll fall asleep as well.
This is.
It's lovely.
Yeah,
It really is.
It goes down so well.
It does.
It just feels quality.
So I know I give blends a lot of crap. Johnnie Walker is the one, and to be fair, there's a guy who does Christmas decorations at the pub I clean. He only really drinks Irish now, but he will admit he does still have a collection of Johnnie Walker because he agrees with me. The soft spot's always going to be there.
Yeah.
Although, ironically, his favourite Irish is the Spot Distilleries. Their colours are the other way round.
Yeah.
So whereas Johnnie Walker Blue is the best Johnnie Walker, Blue Spot is the dog shit version. Whereas their best version is red.
Yeah.
Whereas the worst version here is
yellow and green are in the middle.
Yeah. Whereas their worst version is apparently yellow. The worst version of Johnnie Walker is red. Although it could be argued to be platinum.
Or a gold reserve. Platinum.
Yeah, and gold reserve, not the same. Gold reserve is still better. No, they reverse the colours, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And they're delicious.
Like a little nod to Johnnie Walker from the Irish.
Well, the other way round, but yes. I'd like to try the Spot Distilleries. I've never tried them.
Also to make a sample set off Master Malt, and we could make our own one, couldn't we? I think we're good for sample sets this year, but could be an idea for next year.
I mean, yeah. I still want to get to the Nandales. That's
True.
a heavy. That'll be a heavy one though.
Yeah, that's true.
That and the perfume bottles I've got. If anyone has any questions, because I think we're probably going to finish here in a minute, do ask, because I think this would be a good way to end, to finish on this. If not, that's quite all right. Johnnie Walker Blue to us, it's weird. David doesn't have a full bottle properly. I do, and I'm happy to drink it whenever. But mine.
Yeah, see, you've got
a collectible one. Well, I have a collectible one, but
yours is actually the collectible one. Mine's not.
Yours is a litre.
So mine's a litre bottle that my parents got me on a cruise for $90, which worked out at the time about £74 for a litre of Johnnie Walker Blue. Which
Blue sells for more than double that now.
Yeah, 70 cl of blue is about 140, 150.
160.
So this is a £200+ bottle.
It is.
I had to get a box from Master Malt because they were.
They
hooked me up.
They did. You bought something and you asked them.
I have got 2 little Johnnie Walker Collector's Edition packs, which are basically 20 cl bottles, and one of the blues from that has been drunk, and I think the other one is open.
Yeah, because we were going to use that last time when we did the Johnnie Walker stream, but we didn't. I brought samples up because I was like, it's just easier to me bring the samples.
Yeah.
Even though we're using your collection.
Yeah.
All right.
It was disappointing that question to get that many likes on Instagram. I thought that would get more likes, although it was on my sofa, so it wasn't the best picture.
Our last post got 4 likes. Don't worry too much.
We need to try and post. We've gone off the boil a little bit on that.
Yes, we and that's all right. We'll get there.
Those of you who are still with us, if you would like to see any particular type of Instagram content, if you follow us on there, let us know. We will see what we can do.
Yeah,
you may be more creative than we are.
My dad did recently show me how to use that camera prop he gave me.
Yeah.
It's under the desk, so I can actually do some proper photos. I'd be up to, or just on the phone, to be fair. We just need to take photos and talk about things.
Yeah.
Anyway, since you guys are quiet this evening, and it's Thursday, I fully understand that. I think we're going to abandon and finish our whiskeys in the house and watch some TV.
Yep.
This will be uploaded to YouTube in a couple of days, if I remember. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for being here. We still have Yempi, Smasher, and Apocalyptic. So thank you for staying with us. What? Oh, right. Sorry. He started walking off and I couldn't hear what he was saying. Right. So, yes, thank you for being here, everyone. We will let you know when we next do one of these, but do join us on Saturday when we do a full Not Worth a Cork stream, which will be Japanese whiskey. Thank you for being here, everyone. Have a good evening. Bye!